5 insane stealth weapons of the U.S. military. Stealth, or the idea of reducing the ability of the enemy to detect a weapon, has been around since the first caveman sewed a pocket into his clothing and hid a rock in it. Thousands of years later, with the ability to detect objects on the ground, in the air, and at sea using electromagnetic radiation, hiding weapons in plain sight has become much harder. The idea of making an aircraft invisible to radar waves was not pursued, as the properties of radar with regards to object shape were not fully understood. Pyotr Ufitmintsev, a Russian physicist, published a number of papers on predicting the reflection of electromagnetic waves, radar waves. The Soviet Union, not understanding the gravity of his work, translated many of them into English. But aerospace engineers at Lockheed did, and extrapolated from it a correct theory on reducing the radar cross-section of aircraft. The result was the Lockheed F-117A Nighthawk stealth fighter. Since then, stealth has been an integral part of every tactical aircraft deployed by the United States. Here are 5 of the most lethal stealth weapons of war. 1. Spirit Stealth Bomber. First revealed in 1988 by Northrop Corporation, the B-2 Spirit was meant to be America's first truly stealthy strategic bomber. The tailless design was meant to minimize the aircraft's radar signature, allowing it to penetrate Soviet air defenses during a nuclear war. The B-2 first flew in combat over Kosovo in 1999. The aircraft is also flown in support of Operation Enduring Freedom and Operation Iraqi Freedom. In 2011, 3 B-2s flying from the continental United States struck a Libyan airfield during Operation Odyssey Dawn. The U.S. Air Force's Northrop Grumman B-2 stealth bomber is a key component of the nation's long-range strike arsenal and one of the most survivable aircraft in the world. Its unique capabilities, including its stealth characteristics, allow it to penetrate the most sophisticated enemy defenses and hold at high-risk value heavily defended targets. The B-2 is the only U.S. aircraft that combines long-range, large payload and stealth in a single platform, giving it the ability to project air power anywhere in the world. It can fly 6,000 nautical miles unrefueled and 10,000 nautical miles with just one aerial refueling. With its ability to carry more than 20 tons of conventional and nuclear ordnance and deliver it precisely under any weather conditions, the B-2 also has the ability to change the outcome of a conflict with a single mission. Two, F-22 Raptor stealth fighter. The first operational stealth fighter, the F-22 Raptor, was designed to replace the F-15 Eagle. Unlike the F-117 Nighthawk and B-2 bomber, the F-22 was to be a fighter, using stealth to give it a decisive advantage in air-to-air combat. Declared operational in December 2005, the F-22 is the world's best fighter, outclassing all current and projected fighters, and the only operational so-called fifth-generation fighter. The F-22 began life in the late 1980s as the Advanced Tactical Fighter, ATF. ATF would be the first aircraft to incorporate stealth in a highly maneuverable fighter-type platform. The F-22 is designed to provide minimal radar and infrared signatures, the two primary homing mechanisms for air-to-air missiles. The radar cross-section of the F-22 is estimated by the manufacturer, Lockheed Martin, as, from some angles, approximate to a steel marble. The F-22 is the world's most dominant fighter, but potential adversaries continue to develop capabilities intended to challenge the ability of U.S. and allied air forces to gain and maintain air superiority. With that in mind, Lockheed Martin is dedicated to working with the U.S. Air Force on a robust F-22 combat enhancement program to bolster the Raptor's asymmetric advantage over current and potential adversaries. The capabilities of the F-22 Raptor remain essential to deter and defeat threats and ensure regional and global security well into the future. Three, F-35 Stealth Fighter. The F-35 Lightning II is a fifth-generation fighter combining advanced stealth with fighter speed and agility, fully fused sensor information, network-enabled operations, and advanced sustainment. In the near term, the stealth technology of our fifth-generation platforms, the F-35, is the price of admission into the fight. The lethal envelope of advanced air defense systems continues to grow against our fourth-generation aircraft, General Mark Welsh, former Chief of Staff, U.S. Air Force. U.S. and Allied fighter fleets are getting smaller and older. Since 1990, the U.S. Air Force fighter inventory has been cut in half, and current Air Force fighter aircraft are on average more than 25 years old. Numerous militaries around the world also need to recapitalize their aging fighter fleets with modern, more capable aircraft. The F-35 was designed to recapitalize Allied fighter fleets and counter emerging threats. Four, SR-71 Blackbird. Famous for being the fastest plane ever built, the SR-71 is less well known for being a stealthy aircraft. The SR-71, which cruised at Mach 3.2, was one of the first aircraft to incorporate multiple stealth features into its design. First flown in 1962, the SR-71 incorporated 4 stealthy features into its design. First, surfaces were designed to avoid reflecting radar waves. Second, the aircraft's wings, tail, and fuselage made use of composites, alternating with titanium, on the idea that composites were radar absorbing. Third, the massive J-58 afterburning engines, with their large air-gulping inlets, were positioned close to the fuselage of the airplane. The fourth feature incorporated into the SR-71 was a black paint infused with tiny iron ferrite spheres. The paint, which gave the SR-71 its distinctive Blackbird look and helped reduce the plane's radar cross-section, cost $400 a gallon. Although the SR-71's stealthy design gave it a radar cross-section of less than 10 square meters, by comparison, the radar cross-section of an early F-15 Eagle is 100 square meters. Five, Ohio-class nuclear missile submarine. Stealth doesn't just apply to aircraft. Submarines have been incorporating stealthy features for decades. Among submarines, the most powerful combination of lethality and stealth is almost certainly the Ohio-class nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines. A popular, possibly apocryphal legend about the Ohio class holds that they were never detected by rival Soviet submarines and submarine detection systems. The Ohio submarines, at 18,450 tons submerged, are the largest submarines ever built by the United States. Stealthy features include a cylindrical, fish-shaped hull for fast movement with minimal noise. Noise-generating equipment is placed on sound-isolating mounts. The nuclear missile silos, laid out in 2 rows behind the sail, are flush with the hull to decrease flow noise. The subs also mount 2 steam turbines, one for quiet operation. 18 Ohio-class submarines were built, 14 serve on as ballistic missile submarines, while 4 were rearmed with conventional Tomahawk cruise missiles.